to a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. That's good. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. Shotgun now for Murray. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Steps away to his left. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
It's 4th down.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. It's really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
We're scoreless after one. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they strip. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, he's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Number 36.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 3.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do go for it. It's Murray. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now they're starting to roam.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
1st down, Packers.
They go play action. Mayfield. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Murray now on 1st down. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He's going to go for a... He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, they've got to remember that they're not going to get it all back on one drive. But that being said, they also had to come out here in the third quarter with a sense of urgency and playmaking ability, and they showed it on that last play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And to give this time to the tailback. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. It's a touchdown for the Packers. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Murray now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Mayfield.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. He got 29 yards that time. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. The receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Caught by number
From
11.
4 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
53. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Check. 53. Check. 53.
Operating from the gun, Murray. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, but guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, 133.
Mayfield down. Now he's flushed out right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
180. 56. Come on. Real. Kill.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On third down, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. We got it.
Throwing on second down. Murray. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Kyler Murray.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun, Murray. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 35. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position A real threat. This is 3rd and long. Mayfield on play action. Flushed out right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that miss should just about right a finish to this one.
Yeah, they needed 2 scores, and they needed that field goal there to be the first one and still give them an opportunity. But now, with the time left on the clock, I think this one's about finished.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 4th down.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Number 36. Incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. Murray, one final try. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Packers, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.